If you've ever wondered whether homeschooling is the right choice for your family, but you felt unsure, overwhelmed, or even afraid of the question or the answers that you might find, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to decide today. And you're not alone. A lot of people are asking this question. This video isn't here to convince you one way or another. It's here to help you think clearly and calmly to see if this is the right choice for your family. Does it fit your family or not? By the end of the video, you will not have a list of things to do, but you will have a clearer sense of whether this might work for your family based on who you guys are. First, let's reframe the question. It's not about, can I homeschool? Don't ask yourself, can I homeschool? Can I teach reading? Can I teach math? That's not the issue. It needs a little bit of a reframe, a little bit of a change in the way you ask the question. You know, the way we ask questions says a lot about who we are as people, of where we are. So the question is, what does my child need right now? Okay, because if your child is coping or struggling, then you need a change of some sort. You need to help your child in some way. You need to intervene in some way. But if your child is thriving, that's something for you to consider. So let's begin with your particular situation, your child. Is your child in a season of really struggling where they're at? Or is your child in a season of, I really like spending time with mom, and your child is really struggling to separate from you? Does your child need customization? Do you know your child better than anybody else? Think this through. Structure, morning routines, evening routines, meal times. I know people who started homeschooling simply based on what their child needed for diet. And I have friends who started their child in public school because public schools will have a cafeteria with special tables for peanut allergies, for instance. Your child is question number one. What does your child need? Question number two, your family rhythm. How are you guys doing together? How is your morning routine? What's your level of involvement with each other throughout the day? Would you like more time together? How are your evenings? Everybody that has a family knows it's difficult to find time together. Would homeschooling give you more quantity of time so that eventually you can have quality? You have to allow for a lot of time together so you can get to those moments that become memorable, those moments where you actually influence your child for the rest of their life. If there's no quantity of time, the quality may not always be there. So question number three has something to do with your capacity. Ask yourself, how much emotional capacity do I have? Do I enjoy a rhythm and a structure and a routine? Do I enjoy being the enforcer of that routine? Would I have the support that I need? My spouse, my parents, my cousins, my friends. Do I have the support to implement a homeschool lifestyle? I'll be honest with you, homeschooling is not easy. It is not an easy decision for other people to understand and support in your life. So you have to decide for yourself whether this is something that you want to explore with or without their support, with or without full approval and support of others. And you don't have to decide today. You don't have to decide today. The fact that you're watching this video means you're thinking calmly and clearly through the issues. You're looking at yourself and your family in a thoughtful way, and that's the best you can do. Now, if you are looking for solutions and if you need a little calm guidance along the way, feel free to subscribe to this channel. You don't have to decide today about homeschooling, but maybe you need to spend some more time with these videos that will help you clearly define what your situation is, what your solutions are, and where you need to go.